32, or you can just midnight rendezvous.
Seriously?
Yeah, we're doing a midnight mission.
Night. How do you spell rendezvous?
Rendezvous, R-E-N-D. There's a V in there somewhere.
R-E-N-D-E-A-V-O-U-R.
Go for it. There you go.
Okay. Give me just a sec. Okay, updated. Oh, we're live anyway. Okay.
Midnight rendezvous.
Midnight rendezvous.
Fatality. That's what it's making me think of.
Fatality.
Actually, it's great.
You need to do that when someone kills somebody.
It's
All right.
I'm gonna keep setting up other like sounds and such too.
Do want to test audio.
yeah.
Here, I'll hop over.
Midnight rendezvous.
Okay. Can I hear this? Nope, still not playing sound. Oh, there we go.
I guess send everything out on the Twitters.
Indeed. Levy, sound check.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello.
Steel Scar.
Turtle, you there?
What's up? Yeah, I'm here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turtle.
You
Oh,
turtle enough for the Turtle Club?
Shut up.
Can we change the spelling for the title? Because it's not right.
Did you spell it wrong?
Yeah.
What I spell wrong?
Rendezvous.
If only we had something like
Oh,
Google
was there an R? Not an R
at
in
our
the end?
disposal.
Oh, it's an S. Whoops.
Fatality.
Oh, still wrong.
Have you ever realized you don't know how to spell a word so badly you can't even look it up?
Yeah. if you want rendezvous, I can paste that for you. It's that.
I
know
fixed.
exactly
Oh
what you
shit!
meant. Midnight rendezvous. Oh god.
Okay, now it should actually be correct.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I'm gonna mute myself in Discord. If everyone can just rotate through saying stuff, I can hear it in stream.
Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, welcome everybody.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello.
I guess I'll go. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I believe we're all good except for Levy. Just needs to be increased by about 15%.
Specifically 15.
Mine's a little hard to do.
Just decrease the rest of us by 10% then.
I'll figure out how to do it.
The numbers you throw out.
I spend enough time doing troubleshooting and audio adjustments.
I
We
mean,
have a mature warning on our site, or on our stream.
Do we?
Do we or do we not?
We do.
we do say cuss words. That
I don't think that counts as mature though, does it?
So, I mean,
Twitch is super subjective on what they do or don't count as mature.
yeah.
I do think that makes it mature.
Whatever.
Oh well.
Yeah, how many decibels would you say it needs to be increased by?
That I don't yet have a. I'm okay. No, but I am getting there.
Damn it!
So close.
Eventually, I will be able to be like, okay, we need to tweak it by
Alright, I moved it up 1 decibel. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna mute
4,
myself and then
5.
we can rope that. Oh,
Yeah.
you got it? Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello.
Are we all
If you
doing?
can increase yourself a little bit more, Levy, I think that'd be good.
Proportional to what I just did, or...
Mas.
A smidge. Just smidge.
Just turn it up to 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, how about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Better.
Okay, cool.
Perfecto.
Sorry about that. Audio issues. Always so fun.
Hey man, it's gotta sound good.
I mean, yeah, that's the point. Thing is it changes every single week for some reason. Like, it's never the same.
Distance from microphone and how it's positioned on your face greatly impacts it.
I mean, this doesn't
Also,
usually change either,
What
though.
you ate for breakfast has a big impact as
Oh,
well.
I had toast.
That's it? Just toast?
Bread.
Well, toast with butter and jam on it, yeah.
Okay.
Butter toast.
Wait, was it
Butter's
jam or
fine.
jelly?
Or
Preserves.
preserve.
Preserves.
Uh,
Blackberries?
What's the difference between preserves and jam?
it's the way, I think it's like the way that they're stored or the way that they're, yeah, it's something like that.
You know, the real
I've
question.
read it like
The real
1,000
question I have is, when are we gonna have a Among Us night between all the people in our Discord server?
I've never
It would be
played.
fun.
I've been
not
kind of
been
like
in.
Fun.
avoiding it.
APOC can attest to it.
I've been
because
hosting it on Tuesdays. It's a lot of fun.
I actually got to play with Ian and
Yeah, I forgot, dude. Oh, so much murder.
I love the memes on Reddit. They're all fantastic.
it's only like $5 on Steam, I think.
That's not bad.
And it's free
Free
on
on
mobile.
the
Oh, me, Mr. Millionaire. No.
Regarding toast, though, I will say my children are all obsessed with butter. Like we
I
would
like
find,
toast.
we would literally find half-eaten sticks of butter just laying around the house
Oh God.
because my kids would just eat butter. Like they'd be hiding under the table eating butter. They're
Growing
nuts.
up, my mom told me that she, like, when she was young, would take like a stick of butter and put, like, I don't know, like sugar or something like that on it. Like, you sprinkle sugar and then you can, like, eat the stick of butter. I'm like, that sounds disgusting. Like, ugh.
But have you done it though?
Yeah, I tried it. It was awful.
You gotta respect it if you actually tried it.
Yeah.
One last thing, and then we can get started on D&D. So when I was a kid, my mom would make oatmeal, and it was like this is amazing. And I got older, and I made my own oatmeal. I'm like, this is shit. And I found out because my mom would just load it up with butter and sugar and milk and all this stuff.
Well, of course. She's.
I didn't know you
she's
were doing
cooking it up.
that. I thought you just put the oatmeal, heated it up, and gave it to me. I didn't know oatmeal tastes like that.
It's so bland. Why is it bland?
Needs to just take an entire stick of butter and throw it in there, toss it in the microwave. Okay, well you can get back to D&D now.
Let's go.
Mhm.
Let's go. All right.
Let's do this.
Welcome back, everybody, to Adventure with Advantage, session 32. We're getting pretty high up there. I'm not gonna lie, this is the most sessions I have ever stuck with the same group. So, who knows what's gonna happen? Maybe a comet's just gonna kill everybody. I don't know.
I attack the nearest guard.
You laugh, but it's
You cast
happened
color
before.
spray on the party.
Yeah, I told him about that session.
Oh yeah, that was fun. All right. Well, so previously, the party, searching for information on an illegal creature trade in Sailport, posed as desperate muscle looking for work. They were connected with a man named Tehren, who worked for a group called the Blacktail Lodge in Sailport. Tehren offered them work and money, but they had to prove themselves first. The party agreed and signed a contract to hunt, kill, and harvest pieces of a young blue dragon known as Rimzarin. The party successfully defeated the dragon and made their way back to Sailport. Upon arriving at the Blacktail Lodge, they were congratulated on their success and became official members of the lodge, earning the title of Greenfoot from the leaders of the lodge, a brother and sister named Rylan and Elwyn Blacktail. To celebrate the new members, there was a celebration. During the festivities, Tehren approached the party and told them they'd proven their capability, but now they had to prove that they could be trusted. He told them they had to deliver a package to a warehouse at the docks to a half-orc named Karak. Once they'd successfully delivered the package, they should meet back up with him. The party had some reservations about the job, but agreed to it, believing that this was for the greater good of uncovering the illicit activities that were taking place. Meanwhile, Elamir met a dark elf named Svenk, who was once a member of the Astral Order. Elamir was eager to hear what he had to say about the Order and learned anything he could. After talking for a bit, Svenk told Elamir they'd be seeing each other soon, as it was his job to train the new recruits. Or new members, I should say. After this, the party regrouped, had a quick toast to celebrate their victory over the dragon, then prepared to deliver Teren's package. So picking up, I believe we ended off with you guys like just about to leave the lodge. You had, like I said, you had made a quick toast, a small celebration of your guys' successes to this point. And we're making your way to the Scallywag's Den, which is where Tehren told you the package would be waiting for you, that you would need to talk to Deck, the barkeep who you had spoken with previously. So what would you guys like to do?
That.
Yeah, just I guess make our way towards that location. I don't think we need to recover anything.
Yeah, we're heading to the Scallywags then.
Okay. So yeah, you guys, as you step out into the night air, there's a bit of a chill as the cold wind blows in from the cove. The moon sits nestled among the wisps of cloud peering down on the city from its hiding place. The rain has turned into a slight drizzle, but the muddy, puddle-riddled roads don't make the travel easy. A pair of guards walk by carrying torches as they continue their patrol. The bits of metal of their armor reflecting the lights from their torches. The quiet stands in stark contrast to the hustle and bustle of the town during the day. You take a deep breath of the night air as you make your way forward.
How big is this package, by the way?
You don't have it yet. You don't know.
Oh,
We don't have
okay,
it yet.
got
We
it.
gotta go to. We gotta
Got
pick
it.
up Scallywags then.
Yep, you're picking it up. So you guys just want to make your way to the Scallywags then?
Yeah.
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 So yeah, it's not a long way. It's, again, look at the map. It's Blacktail Lodge is just here. Scallywags Inn's right there on the tide's edge along the water. You guys make your way there. There's not a ton of people out. It's pretty late. You expect it's around midnight or something. It's pretty late because you guys stayed and partied and then made your way out. So you continue along, make your way to the Scallywags Den where you've been. As you approach, you see a familiar sight. The den. It's very not inconspicuous, but there's nothing particularly like flashy or catches your eye about it. It just looks like a very simple structure. And as you get closer, you see a familiar face sitting outside the door. This is Caleb, the man that you previously encountered when you came here, who Steel Scar basically had a small confrontation with and showed him who's boss.
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah, I'll leave this to Steel Scar this time.
But as you guys approach,
I just walk. As we approach, I walk in front of everybody. I head for the door, and I just make eye contact with him, Caleb.
as he sees you guys approaching, it's kind of dark, so you can't fully tell yours. So it kind of like, stands, looks like he's at the ready, and then as he sees you approaching, he kind of just like, oh, evening, gentlemen, welcome back, and just kind of goes back to sitting down in his chair as you guys make your way inside.
As soon as we're inside, I'll make my way up to the barkeep,
Okay.
and if he's
yeah,
there,
yeah. So yeah, you make your way inside. It's surprising for as late as it is. There's not a ton of people, but there's still a few people in the tavern, more than you expect so late at night, who aren't just absolutely drunk and hammered. Like there's still some people there discussing things. And sorry, I lost my place.
I was going to the
Yeah, so you walk in, you see Deck, who is the older gentleman who you had spoken with previously, Steel Scar. He is sitting at the bar speaking with another person. And he's kind of sitting there talking, and they're conversing.
I'll sit a couple stools down and wait for his conversation to end before I focus my eye contact on him.
Okay. Yeah, so he talks to the gentleman for a little bit. He eventually notices you sitting by, and then you can tell he kind of tells the gentleman that he will, the person he's speaking with, that he has business to attend to. So the guy kind of like makes his way over to a table and just sits down, enjoying his drink. And Deck walks over. He's like, "May I help you?"
As soon as in a lower voice, I look at him and I'm like, "It looks like a storm is brewing."
That's the wrong place.
He kind of smiles.
Is that the wrong one? I thought,
It's for when we get to the warehouse.
He kind of
Oh.
smiles. And he's like, "I see you're a little new to this, but I will
I wrote it down in order too.
I will I'll go grab that for you. I'll be right back. And he kind of like, you can see kind of smiling as he kind of shuffles off.
I literally wrote the whole conversation in order how you told us to do it.
You're doing it right. Trust me, you're doing it right. Just not yet.
It's like he says that to everybody.
Steel Scar's
That's how
just
he
like
greets
so,
people.
He's like so rattled by this, like he's got butterflies in his stomach.
I'm ready to do it right now.
Anyone
Do
just
it,
walking
man.
up to him. Looks like Stormtrooper.
I said it lowly too. All right, I said it in a whisper.
I know.
All right, I'm writing that down as Steel Scar's new greeting.
Sorry. So yeah, he shuffles off into like back room. It's gone for a minute. Eventually he comes back. You can see he's carrying a box. It's about, so it looks like some sort of metalish wood box, some combination of the two. About 1 foot on each side, just kind of this box. And it looks like there's a handle on either side that he's holding. And he kind of walks over and kind of sets it in front of you and says, here's your package. Save that phrase for later.
We're all there.
I think Steel Scar said he just walked up. If you guys wanted to follow him, you could, but he's the only one who said he was doing anything.
Okay. Yeah, I probably would have followed and like sat next to him.
Okay.
It'd be good to know where this warehouse is.
We would Levy and I know where it is since we were like spending that day also at the docks and we were reading and stuff.
I don't know that you would know what the warehouse is. No, it's a very specific warehouse that you're having to go to.
Would we have a general idea of the numbering system that the warehouses might use? So it's like the general area-ish of probably where 13 could be.
You
This
are
is actually the only numbered one. The rest are
not.
names.
You've not. No, it's not like there's a big number plastered on the front of the warehouse kind of thing.
Can I
Not
ask
like Moscow Isles.
the bartender a question?
Yeah.
I just want to be like quietly. Is there any issue of putting this into our bag of holding?
It's a great question.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
I was just about to ask something like that too.
I know they said don't tamper with it, but
Well, actually, I wasn't gonna.
I wasn't gonna
was
touch
do-
it.
Because for those who don't know, if you put a bag of holding inside of a bag of holding, it creates a portal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you put, was it a magic hole inside a bag of holding, it explodes?
I think they all do a portal now. Is what they do. They open a
Okay.
portal to the astral plane and sucks everything within 10 feet into it.
I as
don't know
the
how
planar
common now-
warrior here.
Let's do it.
Let's go. The funny thing is, like Levy asked, I wasn't gonna ask. I was literally gonna put it in the bag of holding.
He's like, no, that shouldn't be a problem. I will say that there are some security measures on the package, so I would not suggest you go tampering with it.
Not a problem. Just wanted to know if it was safe to store it that way until its arrival. Thank you.
And as he sees you, Levy, and he's like, kind of like leans forward. And he's like, you know, the other night you were in here playing some music. It was Edgar? Was it Edgar the Bear Milton?
Yeah, it was. What?
He's like, he kind of like looks around. He's like, some of my clientele, they really enjoyed your music. If you'd ever be interested in coming back.
Well, I'm a fairly busy bard at the moment, but if I ever get the moment to spare, I would be happy to come back and play music for you all.
He's like, of course, I understand. Just wanted to let you know.
Thank you. And let them know that I'm honored by their praise.
He just kind of like nods, and then he's like, all right, well, I will leave you to it.
So I'll grab the package and I'll put it in my bag of holding. I'll take out a gold piece and I'll just leave it on the table and start making my way out.
Okay. You guys make your way outside with absolutely no idea where to go because you didn't ask them where the warehouse was.
Oh my god.
Just like
Left
we
too
like.
soon.
I mean, nothing's stopping us from going back in. Other than
As-
looking like
As
idiots.
as I head outside, I see Caleb still there, correct?
Yes, Caleb is sitting outside.
I'm gonna be like, Caleb, mind if I ask you a question real quick? Maybe you can help me with some troubles I'm having.
Of course.
See, me and my friends are on. We're trying to like go to the docks. Can you let us know how they're labeled by any chance?
He's like, well, to be honest, the numbering system is quite off. There have been many warehouses built and destroyed over time. So they're just kind of everywhere. Was there a specific one you're looking for?
One last question: Do they start from the bottom to the top, or from the top to the bottom?
Well, they started from the top to the bottom, but like I said, the numbers are everywhere. Again, was there a specific one you were looking for?
13.
13. 13 will be closer to the northern end. It's an older one. It's quite run down. Just look around. I'm sure you'll find it.
Well, sorry about before. I thank you for your help. I put a gold coin in his hand, and I'm like, have a good night.
He's like, of course. And he's like, if you find one, you can find that. Typically, they do have a numbering on the outside of the warehouse, but you might have to look a little bit, just along the front side of it.
I appreciate your help. Have a good night, sir.
You too. He just kind of goes back to keeping a lookout.
Are my boys with me?
Yeah.
I'm assuming everyone
Yeah.
else followed you.
Yeah.
I followed. I was just waiting to see if you were like gonna blow our cover or something.
We have this package that we're supposed to deliver.
Oh my god, I'm really nervous.
He's a
Alright.
I heard a storm's brewing.
I'm like, all right, guys, let's go.
I'm assuming you put the package in a bag of holding, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
he
been in
did
the
it,
bag of
yeah.
holding.
Okay. All right. It is kind of dark out. Do you guys have some sort of light source, or you just want to try and use the
Night vision.
light? You got two humans with humanitis. Do you want to try and just use the light
light-
of the city
spell.
and the moon? Okay.
Oh yeah, do they still have their stupid helmets?
I do still have my
I mean-
stupid helmet.
They
My
have them.
stupid
in a-
helmet is still in my storage, but I have no reason to use it with the light spell.
Yeah.
I think that it's not stupid. You guys look great.
Thanks, buddy.
I'll be honest, those helmets were ridiculous, guys.
I mean, I don't need them, but
I don't need it either.
So you guys you're casting a light spell on yourself, Casimir?
Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as he finishes casting it, I look at Casimir and I'm like, you do realize that kind of makes you stand out. And we're not trying to stand out here.
I just stare at him silently with my mask.
Casimir, can
Maybe-
you turn it off and let them just lead us where we're supposed to go?
Okay, I will it off after Levy convinces me.
Just
maybe we
slowly,
can just have them.
slowly goes up.
Just my
I
mask.
I literally just waited for him to do it just to tell him that.
Because the mask isn't suspicious enough.
It's just glowing mask. With the
I
light
think we
spell,
can
can you?
have them stand on the like the edge of the dock and just start spinning and
It's
make
a
people
lighthouse.
believe there's a lighthouse.
Oh, just. There we go.
With the light spell, can you dictate what color light it is?
Can you? Yeah, I think so.
Color
I think
for
it
sure.
is.
I was gonna wonder about like intensity, like if you could have like a little light.
I don't think you
Um,
can, but you could definitely.
no, I
I
think
definitely think you
it's-
could like.
I remember
put it-
color.
You could put it into something probably and direct it.
Yeah.
You know.
That's why they had their helmets.
Yeah, that's why we had our
Object sheds a bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet. It can be colored as you like.
Huh.
Completely covering the object with something opaque
Black.
blocks the light.
I want
So-
black light.
And it ends. So yeah.
Oh,
So,
what is
so I'm effectively like this,
There you go.
on the edge of the dock, just
Spinning in.
just spinning in place.
What about like ultraviolet light? And so like everywhere you look, you're just giving people like skin cancer.
I think it's I think you're limited to bright light, and you're stuck within the standard color spectrum
There you
of
go,
like visible bright light.
Visible.
I think
bright
someone
light.
has already like done like a
Yeah.
huge forum about that because I've had to look it up before. I had someone who was trying to do UV light against vampires and had to deal with that.
Could you cast light in someone's mouth and then just when they open their mouth, it just
If they have like a filling, yeah, I think
I'm
so.
gonna fire my laser.
Yeah.
Nah.
Be able to.
it says you touch any object, just touch a tooth, and
Yeah.
I had a character with one of the special contacts you can get as like an artificer, and they cast it on their contacts, and well, we had come to the conclusion earlier on that it was the entire surface of an object, so the consistent surface, like the
yeah,
contiguous surface. So whereas my mask's front is not contiguous to the back, the contact was. So obviously it was shining light forward and backward.
into his eye. There you go, just destroying your eye.
Yeah, bright light into the eyeball.
All right. So
apply directly to the eye. We got sidetracked.
Itchy, watery eyes. Now
Uh,
blinded too.
All right.
So
So you guys
I look at Elamir and I'm like, you want to take point in finding out this number 13 since we heard the instructions from Caleb back there.
Steel Scar, can you follow the rear just to make sure that Casimir and I don't get lost?
Yeah, I'll stay in the back and maybe we can have Elamir in the front.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So as you can see on the map for Sailport, there's basically 3 entrances onto the docks. Basically like a bottom, middle, and top. Was there one particular you're wanting to go to?
If
Or
you said
where
it's
you
on the
want-
north end, I would think we'd want to go to the top one,
Yeah.
Okay. You
assuming
can,
that's
still,
north.
you can still get wherever. I was just curious where you wanted to enter the docks on.
Well, I guess as we walk by, can we see? Because I'm expecting we'd have like guards. So do we see like a lot of like torches?
Yeah, so you can see, you had seen the guards when you exited the Blacktail Lodge. You can see occasionally a guard, walking on patrol. You can see some moving along the docks and stuff like that. So you can definitely see some. Are you wanting to avoid the guards, or are you wanting to just kind of like go on your merry way and not?
Just trying to like
Same.
observe them and see, kind of how many there are. Like, and I don't need like an exact number, but just if there's a lot, kind of like if they seem to be on high alert. If I need to make a perception check, I can do that.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
18.
Okay. So you can see that there are a handful of patrols going on. Having been in the town, it doesn't seem like it's any more than usual. It seems like it's a normal type of patrol. You do see there's not a ton of people out. Maybe passing like 1 or 2 people here and there, but it's typically like 1 or maybe 2 people. So 4 people walking around seems to be bigger group you've seen. And it doesn't seem to be a ton. So you suspect it's possible you could maybe be standing out if you all are just walking around.
Okay. And then looking out onto the dock, do I see a lot of like people working on ships, like coming off or on to the ones that are docked, or is it pretty quiet?
So it's pretty quiet. It is
Okay.
about midnight at this point. Like I said, you can occasionally see some people walking by here and there, but it's nothing like the middle of the day.
Okay.
Middle of the day, it's just hustle and bustle, and ships coming in, people unloading stuff. It's quite busy.
Okay. I'll kind of relay that much, just saying that doesn't seem to be overly busy, and we'll just keep walking to the north dock.
Let's just walk like we have a purpose.
Okay.
Like we know where we're going, so like, I know what we're doing. Yeah, absolutely. So less people will question us.
Okay. All right, so you guys start making your way northward on Tide's Edge toward the northern side of the northern entrance on the docks. It's not on the map because I didn't have them. I don't have that patience to make all the warehouses. But basically, the way that you can see the warehouses work, they're on the dock. Like the entrance is on the dock, but like the rest of the warehouse kind of just hangs over the water, kind of thing. So they're kind of like situated along the edges of the docks.
Got it.
And there's quite a few. And roll a whoever wants to roll a, we'll just say intelligence check.
Oh no.
Sure.
No, it's not like a save.
Okay. I'll give it
Got
a
it.
try.
I got a
for the sake of
12.
Giving it a try. 17.
Not bad. Was that the highest so far? 17.
Yeah, I'd rather not say what I got.
-1.
I got a 0 actually.
Nice. It's like what? So 17. Casimir, you're kind of familiar with port cities. You suspect that Sailport's similar to others that maybe you've encountered or been to. The warehouses are typically like owned by someone or some entity basically, and it's a place for storage and stuff like that. It's not like open. It's not public property. Anyone can just go in there and put whatever they need. Either it's owned by like a specific trading company or something. Which, sorry, there's quite a few in Sailport that operate. Some of the big ones like Albatross Shipping, Tide Song Trading Collective, and Black Mass Shipping. God, sorry.
Do you have a drink?
I do, but it wasn't helping.
Yeah.
But also, like, if somebody, the town itself might own some, and then they like rent out spaces within those for people to rent, basically. So that's just how you know what you understand of how the warehouses work. So you guys make your way north along Tide's Edge. You can kind of hear the water kind of coming in. The moon's up in the sky. It's kind of raining. The clouds are moving along. And as you guys are moving, Elamir, you notice that it does seem like, as you guys are moving, that a patrol of guards might be following you. You're not certain exactly, but with your passive perception, you can kind of pick up that someone's kind of looks like they're either. It's like that, like when a cop pulls you or not pulls you over, but it's behind you.
Yeah.
You're not sure if you did something wrong or if they're just going the same direction as you are. But it looks like there are some guards kind of following behind you.
Okay.
At this point, I'd say you guys are probably right here, getting real close to kind of the northern portion. It is. There's this map's not super scale. It's a very long stretch there.
Okay. Trying to think. Are there any taverns in the north end? Is the Squeaky Rudder, is that a tavern?
You've been over there because of Hector, so I would say I believe it is. I had to look at but I'm like 90% certain the Squeaky Rudder is a tavern.
Okay. Seeing this and just going to like play cool. I just start conversation about like, going to the tavern, like trying to play it off of like that's why 4 people are.
Okay, they're
walking
kind of
that way.
like they're probably about 40-50 feet behind you, so they may not be able to hear
Okay.
anything. They're not like right behind you.
So then I could probably like whisper and tell them, we
Yeah,
might be,
you could.
we
You could
might
let
be
them know. Yeah.
being followed.
Mhm.
All right, so I tell them that.
Okay. Are you guys still walking, or have you stopped at this point?
I'll
We
follow.
probably would. I probably would say we would still be walking because
I would keep following.
I think we would only stop if Elamir stops us.
Yeah, we would keep going, just because it's not really a crime to walk on the street at night.
Yeah.
I would think.
There is no curfew in this place, is there, that we know of?
Not that you know of, no.
And we've been out late
Um,
before.
Yeah. So are you continuing onward to the dock, or you want to do something else?
I would walk past the dock and see where the people are behind us.
Okay. You walk past the dock, making your way into the run, and it does look like they continue forward to still behind you. Not necessarily gaining on you, but still walking.
Just keep walking. Okay.
Well, now it's gonna look weird if we turn around now. We have to keep going.
Right. So like using the map, I would think I would just like pull the group towards the squeaky rudder, and then if they are still following us, I would say, oh well, I'll just stop there. I'll
Okay.
pull the group towards the squeaky rudder and just see.
Okay. Are you going to go inside the tavern or make your
Depends
way
on what
that
they do.
direction?
Yeah.
Okay. So you basically turn on that little spot here where it turns toward where the squeaky rudder would be.
Mhm.
And as you guys kind of turn and kind of like keep an eye out behind you, it looks like they continue forward, going this direction.
Okay. So I'll just say, okay, just a bit of precaution, and then slowly mosey our way back to the dock and just keep a lookout for that group of guards.
Okay.
Or other groups.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, do
blind
you
here,
guys
man.
do you guys want to try and be a little stealthy as you're doing this? Not like, but like maybe a little less conspicuous? Or you just want to just keep doing what you were doing?
I think it's better to just walk in like we have a purpose, because then it's less suspicious. Like, other people, I'm sure, would go and like access their own worst houses at night sometimes. Like, why wouldn't we be a group that would be going out and doing that?
Okay. Okay.
Just be ready for a cover story.
I'll talk my way out if I have to.
Get your nice little charisma dagger.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right,
or it might be a
you-
nice little rib dagger, depending on what happens.
I'm just going along with the group. That's it.
I was gonna say, sir, do you hold on to the stuff, or do you want to give it to? It doesn't really matter.
He
Well, I
has
have
it.
it.
We should make
I
note
have
of who has it.
I have it in my bag of holding right now.
Mhm.
Yeah, so no one can really see it. It's in the whole bag of holding. Okay, so you guys make a run at the docks. And as you kind of like start to look around, you can see a lot of warehouses, a lot of ships as well. So I want you to make, if you guys are just following Elamir, also just have Elamir make a investigation check with advantage, because you guys will be, looking around. Is this it? Is this it?
18.
18. Okay. You guys check out a handful of docks, warehouses, kind of like, going up. And as you kind of look around, you can see situated outside the warehouses is a small post, and like on the post, you can see the naming. So you guys kind of make your way. As you're doing this, though, it does look like another group of guards has taken notice of you and seems to be following you.
Okay. I think because of how secure it's held, again, I think we take Levy's stance and just act like we have a purpose, and then we'll get creative from there if needed.
Okay. So as you guys kind of stop and read one of the things of a warehouse, the patrol of guards seems to catch up to you, and they get closer. They're carrying torches, and you can see it looks like a dwarf and a human companion. Dwarf's kind of got like this big red kind of beard. He's got some metal clamps in it and stuff. And the humans kind of got this smaller kind of beard, nothing compared to the dwarves. And as the dwarf gets closer, he's like, "Aye, having a good night, are we?
Yeah, you too?
This is not bad. The weather could be better. What brings you out here on this cold, rainy night?"
We're picking up some supplies for our employer.
Ah, your employer. Who would that be?
We're currently working with Black Mass Shipping.
Okay, go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion or deception?
Oh, I'm sorry, deception.
I'm gonna use the dagger because. Oh,
If
there
you
we go.
believe it, it's persuasion.
24.
Okay. He nods. He's like, "Aye, Black Mass Shipping. Yes, yeah, they have quite a few warehouses here. Was there one in particular you were looking for?"
Oh God. What was the number? I can't rightly recall. It was one of the older ones. I know where it is though.
He's like, "All right, well, we'd be happy to help you if you need any help."
I think we got 4 guys here. We're probably good. Unless you have nothing better to do with your whole night. then help 4 guys carry some stuff out of a warehouse.
Go ahead and make a
Are we gonna get the authorities to help us rob a place?
make a deception check.
That would be a 20, not natural.
He kind of like looks at his partner, like, no, we have plenty to do. Just we saw a group of people walking around, and we're just wanted to make sure everything was on the up and up.
Well, thanks for keeping the place safe. Actually, I appreciate that. Thank you for stopping us and making sure you figured out what we were doing.
Says, of course. Have a good
Levy
night.
acting kind of sus right now.
He's the imposter. Vote him off.
And they just kind of like bid you a good night as they turn around and make their way along the docks.
Cool.
Cool. Let's keep looking.
Yeah, so that's fine. 13 now.
Okay.
The man isn't on our backs.
You guys search around for a bit. You eventually end up finding 13. It's around here. As you approach, give me 1 second. Get back to my notes.
Well, as we approach, Steel Scar, I whisper to Steel Scar, Steel Scar, it's your moment.
Wait, are we outside the warehouse now?
We're getting there.
Yeah. So you approach. So you can see the warehouse is about 2-3 stories tall. There's a large set of double doors in the front. Looks like it has like some sort of a lock on it, or not a lock, but like a big metal like thingy. You can see there like a big metal like. You gotta move it to open the door.
Okay.
You can see there's some windows on the warehouses, but they're not on the ground floor. They're higher up. You suspect that's probably like to prevent people from just breaking in and stealing stuff. So the front of the warehouse, it touches the dock. The rest of it kind of hangs over the water. You can see the roof's kind of like angled, like a typical like house or something. And as you approach the warehouse, lots of like things sitting in front of it, like some barrels and crates and like bits of rope and stuff. You do notice somebody sitting in front of the warehouse. At this point, I'd say you guys are probably you're right up there. You had to look at the posts or the signs so you can see this person's kind of just sitting there.
As we approach, I'll approach the person, and I want to get to a point where I can like whisper comfortably to them, and I'll be like, "It looks like a storm is brewing."
All right, so you get closer to this person. They're kind of just sitting on the dock, kind of like leaning against the warehouse.
I hope
Actually,
it's not the person again.
Who?
I hope just that it's not the right person.
Oh. So you approach. The person, you can see their head's kind of like down like this, kind of like off to the side. They got kind of like this wispy, kind of like grayish hair. It's kind of like missing in spots. We can see they kind of look like this kind of big bulbous nose. Their clothes look a little like torn. And Steel Scar, as you kind of get closer, you can kind of like smell like this person doesn't smell like they've had a bath or anything in quite some time. And as you get closer, and you whispered in their ear.
Yeah, no, not in their ear, but I'll
Sensually.
say it low enough from like.
You caress his bald spots.
Looks like there's a storm brewing.
Right, guys, good night. I'm leaving. It looks like a storm is brewing.
You say that. And so I need to clarify something. I believe when I told you, that's not fully what I told you. Were my notes incorrect, or is that what I told you to say?
So this is what you told us. You said the secret code is it looks like a storm is brewing. We're supposed to wait for them to say looks like you better take shelter.
Okay. All right.
And then you gave us a second set of a second response after we get asked something else.
Okay. Yeah. I had it wrong in my notes. So you say it looks like a storm's brewing, and you kind of wait a moment, and The person doesn't respond. They don't look like they moved either.
Is he breathing?
Is he alive?
You
You're
can
in
get
his
closer.
ear.
You can get closer if you'd like.
I'll get closer.
Okay.
I'm
As you kind
stepping
of like,
away from the smell.
as you kind of
Have
lean
you had a
in,
rabies shot in a while?
you get in that aura of the smell. You can kind of hear this light.
I'll gently nudge him on the shoulder to wake him up.
Okay. You start to kind of like shake him. Can I help you?
And then I'll say it again. It looks like a storm is brewing.
He kind of like stares at you for one moment. It's like, better find some shelter.
I look at him suspiciously. That's not exactly what you told us he was gonna say.
Not the exact words.
Hey,
God,
no.
what did I tell you? Because that's what I have in my notes. So
Yeah.
Looks like you better take shelter. Those were the words you said.
Oh well, I'm sorry. I told you wrong. Then, all right, my notes and what I told you differ. So my apologies for that.
Rip.
But we'll assume you said you responded with the proper thing.
All right. Hey, I'm just being cautious, man.
No, that's fine. I mean, I have it written down. So that's why I'm asking.
I have it written down.
I should have gone back and listened to make sure.
We
'cause
should have compared notes. Shit.
Scott, do you have the right notes that I have?
I mean, I'm the one who told you it, so I don't know
Yeah.
if I told you it wrong.
You told me what to write, and I wrote down what you said, word by word.
Okay, I'll trust you. I forgot. I didn't go back and listen to it.
That's
even though I had it in
fine.
my Notes.
All right.
Okay, so he kind of like just nods for a second, and then you see him kind of like lean over and like knock on the warehouse door. Moment passes. Another moment. Suddenly you start to hear like jangling, like sounds like they're moving some things behind this door, and eventually you see the door open.
Did it open or what?
Oh, it opened, and behind you see so what you see is it looks like there's some lights in this warehouse. We can see, but there's just like this wall of looks like crates and barrels and things immediately blocking any view you might have into this warehouse. Other than like looks like maybe a 5 feet kind of like walk space between the barrels and like the wall, and you can see 2 armed people are standing there. They kind of have swords at their sides, and they're wearing some armor and stuff. And they kind of like motion for you to step inside.
I look at everybody and go in.
Okay.
Do you guys follow me in?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna sit with the homeless guy.
I need to get away from this guy's smell so badly.
I got a sip of whiskey.
I'm creeped out. I come in.
All right, so you guys step inside, and they close the door behind you guys, and then they kind of shut it. They shut it like kind of quietly, you know. Then, but still, it kind of echoes throughout the warehouse. So as you guys are standing there, they kind of just it's just 2 guys. One of them you can see kind of like got a scar in his cheek, and it's just kind of wearing a sword on his side, and it's kind of like some patchy armor. And same with the other. Nothing particularly stands out about them. And they just kind of like nod and are like, just follow us. And he's like, do you have the package?
They were supposed to say something to us inside.
Are we meeting with Karok?
You're meeting a half orc.
Okay, so
They see you and they're like, do you have the package?
I reach into my bag of holding, and now
I see you reach in. I'm like, no, wait, Steel Scar.
They see you reaching in. They're like, kind of like nod at each other, and they're like, okay, and they just
Good enough.
make their way. So they here, let me fix the map real quick. No need to have your minis. This is more just to
let us know how it looks.
yeah, let you know how it looks.
So where do we enter from then?
So you guys entered down here.
Okay.
So basically, you guys enter in down here, and they start to lead you. Again, I thought this was easier than describing to you the way you're going. So they enter you, you follow them, and as you're going, you can again you see just like it looks like as you're walking, it looks like this was intentional. Like they intentionally set it up so that it's kind of this kind of labyrinth kind of thing inside of here. As you're walking, and you can see a few spots where it looks like maybe some of the crates are up near the windows, but for the most part, it's just lined everywhere with these crates and stuff. And you can see like some hooks hanging down with nets and stuff. But you eventually just continue following them till you get down here. And then when you get here, you can see that it kind of opens up, and there's some people in this area. There's like some tables. Let me get to my notes. See, there's some tables with some stuff on it. Just some people like look like they're sitting around waiting. Some seem to be moving some stuff about. And as you enter, you do see a spot a half orc. He's kind of like kind of has a clipboard, and someone's talking to him. It's kind of looks like he's writing on this clipboard. And as you guys enter, he takes notice of you. And he says, "The wind seems to be picking up."
As soon as he says that, I look at him and I'm just like, looks like we better go sailing.
I should have gone back and listened.
That's what you told me to say.
I have something different. It's a good time to go sailing.
I also
So-
had that for record. I think Scott was right on this one.
Oh,
Seems like a good time to go sailing. It's not mine.
maybe I wrote it wrong. Well,
seems like
let's just say I said it right though.
No, you say it, and as you say it, he kind of like looks at you, and they kind of like reach for their swords for a second.
And then we'll pop up behind him and,
And
it's a good time to go sailing.
He's like, they kind of like relax. He's like, oh, all right. He's like, do you have the package?
Of course.
All right, please present it.
I reach for my bag of holding and I pull out the box that was given to us and I hand it to him.
Okay. Kind of takes two hands to hold it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I hold it out to him.
All right, and he kind of like looks over at one of the guys next to him, and he nods. And the guy kind of moves forward, and looks like he walks up, grabs it. You hand it over to him, I'm assuming, without issue, right? He goes to take the package from you.
Yeah, I hand it.
Okay, so he takes it. It looks like he goes and sets it on a table, and they kind of start to inspect it. You can see when Dak gave you the package, there was like a lock on the front, so they kind of inspect the lock to make sure it's not been tampered with. You see another guy walk over. Looks like he casts some sort of spell or something on it, and he kind of like nods to Karak, and he just looks at you guys, and we're like, all right, everything looks like it's in order. Thank you very much. You're good to go.
Have a good one, boys.
All right, have a good night, everyone.
All right, you guys turn around, start making your way out. Suddenly you hear a loud thud. Doom! Everyone kind of like stops, looks around. You hear another loud doom thud. The men kind of pull out their swords. Karak looks over at you and he's like, "Were you followed?"
Of course not.
And another boom, and you see one of the guys kind of like runs and climbs up the barrels. He's looking at it. He's like, "Sir, it looks like we have some company." He's like, "What do you see?" He's like, "Looks like quite a large group of guards are here, man."
Interesting.
Karak kind of looks at you and it's like, "Well, guess this is where we take our leave." And they all start to kind of like move around quickly. They make their way over to this area right here, and they kind of like pull back this tarp, and it looks like there's a hole in the deck or the dock, and they kind of start to like are moving stuff down this hole really quickly, and climb down this ladder, and start to make their way out. What are you guys doing? As you hear another loud, boom,
Do we go? Oh, can we go with them?
He's like, as you kind of like start to make your way toward him, he's like, sorry boys, not enough room on our boat.
Well,
Looks like
fine
you're on
then. Okay.
All right, and then they start to make their way down, and suddenly you hear the sound as the what sounds like the door that you guys just came in is ripped open, and just you hear it slamming against as it starts to echo through.
Are you guys willing?
Yes.
Yes.
Steel Scar.
Am I willing to what?
Just yes or no.
Gotta trust him, man.
Do you trust me?
Trust your compatriot.
Okay.
Yes.
I strum my DOS loot once, turn one of them invisible, and then I touch. I will touch Steel Scar and make him invisible with the invisibility spell, and then I'm going to give, because I can cast multiple spells from DOS loot once per day. I'm gonna strum the loot again. Give Elamir the ability to fly, and Casimir, I think you can go out the water because you have your cape.
Yes, I have my cape. Yes, and I can have my compatriot, my cat, distract them.
So Steel Scar and me will be invisible. Elamir can fly and is stealthy, and we can
Okay,
Yeah.
we can
I was
escape.
gonna pass without a
One
trace on everybody.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Okay, hold on. I think we need. So the spells, my understanding on that DOS loot,
Mm-hmm.
we might have a misunderstanding here. The spells that I understand to be on that are animal friendship, protection from energy, and protection from poison.
No. The ones that we were talking about were fly, invisibility, and detect magic.
Really?
Yeah, it's a legendary item, or what's it called? It's the same tier as like Encore.
Give me 1 second. Because when we got that, I got it from
You got it from your mama. I got it from my mama too.
Wow. 1 second. Sorry.
The fans want to know, Scott.
First,
know.
I'm fixing this to make it a little more intense. There we go. Let me find it. I just want to make sure we're doing it right because when I rolled that, I got it from a table. Where's the
Did you like randomly generate loot and generated a legendary item by mistake?
It rolled on a DOS loot. I didn't give it to him on purpose.
Yeah,
That's what it
so
rolled
on D&D Beyond, it says DOS loot, fly, invisibility, levitate, protection from evil and good, animal friendship,
Yeah,
protection
you're
from
right.
energy, protection from poison.
No, you're right.
That
What
is
the
Scott's
heck?
mistake.
And
That's
you can use
weird.
one of the spells
That is so weird.
per day.
Because the
Each
one
spell.
on
Yeah.
the one on the list for the random table is that the one on the magic items list in the Dungeon Master manual is different.
Weird.
That is very interesting. Huh. Okay. I mean, that's the one that you got. Didn't know I was giving you such a good thing.
I mean,
But I rolled it. I didn't give that to you. I rolled on that.
it's yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Hey. Fine.
So
I
Fine.
mean, that's what I rolled on. Okay, so hold on. So let me read it real quick. It's like super legendary. Okay.
Boy, this game is jank, mate.
Using cast one of the spells. So it doesn't require you to use concentration for it because it's being cast from the loot.
the loot itself. So that's why you can get some
Yeah.
stupid stuff
Okay.
with
So
it.
you're doing fly, invisibility, and what?
Just fly and invisibility, and then I have the invisibility spell myself for concentration.
Okay.
And I
Alright.
know Casimir will be good going out underneath because he can swim with his crazy fast. And we can just be like, meet up back at where was the what's it called?
At Black Lodge.
Yeah, Black
Black
Lodge.
Lodge.
Yeah,
Black Lodge. Okay.
yeah.
At the
Okay.
Hunter's Lodge. Black
Um,
Lodge leader.
Blacktail Lodge is what it's called.
Blacktail Lodge.
Blacktail Lodge. Blacktail
There
Lodge.
you go.
Okay, so tell me again what you're doing to each person. So
Okay,
Casimir is just going to use his
he's gonna
his little
swim.
cloak of the manta ray. Yeah.
Yep. Steel Scar, gonna give him invisibility.
Okay.
I'm gonna give myself invisibility. And I'm
Okay.
gonna have Elamir fly, so he can get out if he
Okay.
needs to from like a window or something.
Okay. So we're gonna eat since you guys are splitting up, and you're just rendezvousing. Plans to rendezvous at the Blacktail Lodge.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So go ahead. We will start with Casimir. All right.
Okay, well,
What are you doing?
If everyone's on board with this, either that
What
we're
are the
fighting.
sound effects?
I think Casimir. He's doing it. All right. So Casimir,
Okay.
what do you do?
yeah, jump into the water and
Okay.
go down deep since I'm able to breathe underwater. My cat's gonna
Okay.
stay behind for as long as it can to distract. As soon as I feel like I'm at a safe distance from that location, I'll just come out somewhere else around the town and make my way to the meeting place. And
Alright.
obviously, I'll dismiss my cat.
You suspect you guys have some time since they kind of make their way around this kind of like labyrinth thing. Okay, so you guys watch as Casimir goes running and he just jumps. You just dive down into the hole.
If I think I have time, then yeah, I'll have told them that the cat will stay with them and do what they say, and the cat can communicate with me over distance.
Right, so you just tell them that, run, jump down. As you just dive into the water, you can see at the boat from these guys, they're just starting to make their way out. As you just kind of like dive in and they like look back and shoot, you go shooting across. So tell me on.
From the SpongeBob movie.
So you just start making your way south back down toward the Blacktail Lodge.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you're underwater, so I'm not going to have you roll anything since no one's going to probably see you jetting underwater. I mean, how quickly can you move?
Nighttime and underwater.
Yeah, how quickly can you move underwater?
I think it's 60 feet, but I can double check.
Yeah, so you just literally. Okay.
He's a dolphin, or I
Yeah,
guess
60
manta
feet.
ray.
Okay. So you so where do you want
Or
to?
no.
I'll hop back over to the map real quick of Sailport. Where do you want to basically get back on land?
Which dock point were we at again, please?
You
Sorry.
guys were up. You were basically like right around here is where you were.
So there's the watchtower there. I'd come out like right about here. If we were up here, honestly, just swimming at 60 feet, it's unlikely I'd get seen by anyone of import coming out here.
Okay.
So I would just keep my stuff unlit until I was like about here, and then I'd pull out and just light a torch and walk along like a normal person.
Drenching wet. Okay.
Fell in.
Okay, so you jump down the water, jet out, make your way over to the coast. Are you trying to be stealthy, or you said you're just going to walk normally? Because you can see it looks like that there are guards walking here on patrol as well, or still.
I'd walk normally.
Okay. Make a deception check for me. Just right. Something just happened, and you're trying to act as if that thing is not happening right now, right?
Oh, I would just be walking.
Yeah, but
I know
I
how to walk deceptively.
want to see how well you.
Would his
Just
mask give him
walk.
advantage?
What was that?
Would his mask give him advantage?
Because no one can read his face.
I'm gonna say no because I feel like that could kind of get out of hand. Just anytime you're doing a deception check. Hold on, guys.
14.
Okay. You hop in the water. You get out. Start walking. You kind of like wait there on the edge. So it looks like there's a little space in the patrol that's taking place that no one's gonna see you crawling out of the water, right?
Mhm.
You get up and start walking. Make your way. As you're walking, it doesn't seem like anybody takes notice of you as you just begin to make your way back to the Blacktail Lodge. Okay. Next, we will do. We'll go with Steel Scar and Levy. So you guys are both turning it. As Levy runs up, pokes you guys. Elamir starts flying. Steel Scar, you're invisible. Levy, you're invisible. What are you guys doing? You have an hour, right, on the invisibility?
Yeah, an hour.
Okay.
All right, let's make our way out of here, Steel Scar. But we
Let me go back.
need to do it slowly and quietly so that we don't nudge anything, don't touch anyone, and we ideally want to wait most of this out.
Okay.
Dungeon Master, how high are the barrels stacked, and do they look firmly enough stacked on top of each other? Do they look climbable?
It looks like it may have been intentionally made to be kind of difficult. Since they're like barrels and they're round, there are some spots you think you could get your foot in, and you're like, there's some climbing spaces that you could find.
Hold on, wait.
They're stacked at about 15 feet. Yeah.
Is it possible to like go over them?
You could definitely climb over them, yes.
My next question, because I'm invisible and anything I do remains as part of me, stays invisible, right?
I'm assuming, yes. Yeah.
As long as you do not attack or cast a spell.
Yes.
Shit. Okay. Then I can't do what I wanted to do.
What were you wanting to do?
I can't do it because I'm activating a spell to fly, so I can't do that.
Is that a spell? You don't cast the fly spell.
Yeah, you don't cast the fly spell. You're using
It's an ability.
I am using an ability of mine, which is to do it once a day.
What is let's check invisibility.
No,
it says anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it's on the target's person. The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell.
Yeah, you're not casting. You're using an ability.
I would be activating Radiant Soul
to fly.
Yes, I do glow with the glowness show through the invisibility. That's what I'm asking.
I would say, what does it say?
So once per long rest, when I'm 3rd level, I can use an action.
A light.
I can transform, gaining glimmer in my eyes and 2 incorporeal wings for 1 minute until the end, or until I end it as a bonus action. I have 30 feet fly speed. Once on my turn, I can have one of my attacks. If I attack, I deal extra radiant damage, but if I don't attack...
No, you're fine. It doesn't say anything about, like, you shine bright light in a certain area.
Okay,
so you're fine.
So, Elamir is flying away, correct?
Yes, so you have... he hasn't gone yet, but he's about to. So if you guys are both going to fly out of here, then you could probably do it together.
All right, so...
Although I guess he can't see you.
All right. But, here's my last question. Since we were walking around this whole thing, would we have an idea of where the exit is relative to our position right now? Could I be able to say, hey, the exit's right over these barrels?
You would. You can also make a perception check, see if there's anything else in that you might be able to get out of.
All right, I'm gonna make a perception check. Perception first.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Shit, that's a crappy roll. Perception. That's just a 7.
7. You look up in the midst of it all. You can't find really any way that you think you could get out other than like there's some windows that you saw.
All right,
but no way you think you get out other than the front door.
So next thing I want to do is I'll be like, Levy, do you trust me? Are you nearby?
Yes, I'm right here.
All right.
I trust you with my life, Steel Scar.
All right. I'm gonna reach out my hand and I'll be like, hold on to my hand.
He can't see you.
I'm gonna feel around for where the sound's coming from.
I'm gonna reach.
And once I find it, I grab.
No. Actual question though.
Yeah.
Before Levy turned us invisible, would we have known what spots we were standing?
Yeah, you know the general location. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll be like, Levy, hold on to me. We're gonna get out of here. I'll make sure of it, and I'm gonna activate Radiant Soul.
As your wings pop out, but they're invisible.
Yeah, and I'll be like, Levy, once I feel you, hold on to me. We're out of here.
Okay. I feel around for Steel Scar.
So that's gonna be my action for now because I really can't do much.
We're not in combat right now, so
okay.
What do you want to do?
So as soon as I feel Levy hold on to me, I'm gonna hold tight to him, and I will take off, flying over the barrels, heading towards the exit that we entered from, making sure that that it's relatively clear to all the guards that are pushing in.
Yeah. Okay. So
I see him going towards the entrance. Steel Scar, go out one of the windows.
So you gain a flying speed of 30. So on one move, you can move 60 feet. You have 10 actions So you can move up to, what is that, 660 times 10?
600 feet.
So you have 600 feet that you can move
Yes.
while you're
So-
flying.
So with all that, I would like to basically make my way out of there and start heading for the Blacktail Lodge.
Okay. So yeah, Levy, you
How
whoever
big
you-
is the entrance though? Is it like really
The
tall?
entrance is not super tall, but it's like when you walked in, it wasn't like right here. Like you expect it's probably about 10-ish feet up, maybe around that 10, 12 feet. If you guys try and fly through, like assuming Levy's like, you guys are
I'm like bear hugging him.
Yeah,
Like I got
yeah,
both
like
arms
this.
and both legs wrapped around
Yeah,
him.
like
and,
that.
I'm just like literally holding him in my arms tightly.
Okay.
Oh
so
god,
you
I'm like
guys-
sloth mode right now.
so you take off, you start flying, you fly up over the barrels.
Well, technically, wouldn't it be 300 feet because I'm carrying him, so my movement speed.
Yeah, I would say it would be reduced. So okay, so you fly up over the barrels, and as you guys start to move toward the entrance, you can see what looks like 5, 6, 7 guards start to make their way in. They start rushing around this direction. Just they're moving really quick. There's this clatter of like armor and stuff, and their weapons drawn as they're moving in. As you guys make your way outside the entrance, go ahead and make a stealth check. I will say Steel Scar make the stealth check. Your armor
right.
gives you disadvantage, right? But you're invisible, so you have advantage.
So
And
it's
I
a
gave
straight
you
roll.
I gave you pass without a trace too.
So that's plus 10.
Okay.
All right. All right. So let me do the roll first.
How long does it take to cast Pass Without Trace? It might be a minute.
It's his one action.
Oh, okay, you're good. It's up to an hour.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let me find my D10. My D10. There we go. So that's a. No, it's an automatic plus 10, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's an automatic plus
Yeah.
10. It's not
Oh,
a 10.
okay. Stealth. So
So it's a straight roll plus 10.
14, 24.
Okay. You guys make your way through the little opening and fly off and have this Peter Pan moment as you guys are spinning
fly.
through the air.
Take me to
Levy, it's an
Neverland.
experience.
Levy, I'll whisper into your ear. I can show you the world.
Shining, shimmering, splendid.
Nice.
So we'll make our way out, and I'll try to make my way, like, let's say because the dock is facing towards the ocean, right? The entrance.
Yeah, let me I'll switch back over. Oh wait, no, let me switch back over. So yeah, you guys were
Like over
right
here
about
somewhere?
The entrance is facing out toward
Towards the ocean.
Yes. The
So
code.
what I want to do is I would like to exit and then basically start heading southwards, like south of the entrance, and then make my way straight inland. And I want to see if I can make it towards like the commerce level.
Up here?
Yeah, as far as I can go
Um,
up that way.
Okay, so I would say you're probably not going to make it there.
Well,
That's-
we're invisible, so it doesn't really matter where you put us. Like we can literally walk the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, as long as I make it to shore, then to Tide's Edge.
Okay, so you guys, where are you going on the shore? Are you like wanting to go down the docks and then onto shore?
no,
You're
no.
you're immediately going onto the shore.
No, I want to leave. Make that turn and then turn back into towards land. Like just
Okay.
go around the warehouse towards land.
You guys start flying, and as you're flying, you look down below. You can see Casimir walking along. You notice his armor as he's moving, and you guys, you're able to make it probably about here-ish before you can sense that
So,
your
like,
wing
the middle
flying
dock
across the
area.
sky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
there.
stay like once I'm heading towards land, I'm gonna stay relatively low so when it runs out, we can just like stand on our feet.
Okay, all right. So you guys eventually drop, and
Do you
are
like
invisible.
have a sense of like when it's about to end? You're like, oh, my power is fading. Oh,
I
I
would
only
imagine.
have a little bit
Yeah.
left, and then get weaker or something, or
I do.
okay.
He routinely just drops from the sky.
It's just like, ooh, oh shit, I ran out, I guess.
I would imagine you can tell when it's about to end.
Oh yeah. I was staying like a couple feet above land just in case
Okay.
I do run out.
Alright.
I know my sense. I know my sense when I'm flying solo, but carrying somebody is a whole different equation to add on to it. So that's why I'm staying relatively low just to be safe.
Okay. All right. So you guys make it to shore and start making your way back to the Blacktail Lodge, completely invisible.
Yes.
You're just gonna follow behind Casimir, invisible.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
We'll
And
start
start
behind
giggling.
him. I'll be like, I'll be like,
Just Casimir, you're walking, you're just hearing.
God.
And I start strumming spooky music.
All right, Elamir. So you watch as Casimir jumps down into the water. Levy and Steelscar turn invisible. What would you like to do?
Can you give me the map back just so I can?
Yes.
Quick question: Mask of the Wild. Does that work in any environment, or does it have to be wild?
It might say. I need to read it. It might
says
say
you can hide when lightly obscured. That's all it says.
Does it say you need to be in like the forest or something? Hold on, let me look.
In
I'm not looking at it.
foliage, heavy rain, falling snow, mist, and other natural phenomena. Okay, so not that.
Yeah. See, I would say no. You probably can't use that here.
Okay. How realistic are we being? Yeah. Okay. I'm overcomplicating this. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk into another plane of existence. And I'm just gonna step on out of there.
Okay, where are you wanting to
oh,
walk?
can I get the juice then?
So the entrance is on the south, so just for space, I figured I would walk.
So you can move up to 60 feet.
Yeah. So we're like here-ish.
I'd say you can. I mean, just for simplicity's sake, if you need to move here or here to get yourself a little more, because you can only walk so far. So
Yeah. So I guess is bottom left or bottom right towards town?
So this side is toward the ocean. This side is toward town. This side is southern. This is southern side of the docks. This is northern side of the docks.
Okay. I guess I'll sneak north and then cast it.
So you're gonna go. Hold on, when you say north, do you mean over here?
Towards the top.
Oh, okay.
Because you said that's towards town, right?
Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna make your
So
way.
I will sneak, and then at the moment,
Roll go ahead and roll a stealth check.
yeah. Ooh, good thing we got that.
You do your plus 10.
7 plus 10, 19. I rolled a 2.
Okay. So as you move, roll a 2. All right. So as you move, you hear the sound of the guards. Looks like they're just about making. You actually see them start to turn the corner and start to move down this direction as you kind of like dive behind this barrel here, and then just straight like poof, like the guy. I don't know if anyone watches the Umbrella Academy. The guy just goes straight through into the portal. And you just step through. So you have 60 feet. You're gonna end up in the water probably. Hold on, let me switch. So you're out of the warehouse. Let me switch.
But
back.
he has the fly thingy though.
Yeah, he has fly
Oh, yeah,
on.
true. That's true. So okay, I'll say this: you won't make it back to shore with your 60 feet.
Okay.
So you make it probably about over the water, but then you're visible now, but you're flying, so you can start to fly, make your way back.
Yeah, I'll shoot up into the air just to kind of be out of people's radar, and then I'm actually gonna go south of town as far as what's reasonable, and then just kind of walk into town like nothing happened.
Okay, make a stealth check for me again.
20.
Natural 20 or
No, with all the
Okay.
added bonuses.
All right.
Which means I rolled a 3 this time.
Wow.
Wow, man.
Retire that dice.
Okay, so yeah,
God.
you fly up pretty high into the sky and make your way. Again, it's a pretty cloudy night. It's kind of obscured up there. So you make your way over time. You said you were going to go south. Do you want to go like over near the Fortune Flagons, where you wanted to kind of drop down?
Yeah. Basically, just kind of behind it in this little area behind the tavern.
You drop down and then stealthily, just don't see anyone around, and start to make your way back to the Blacktail Lodge.
Cool.
Okay. I will then switch up the music now that you guys have seemingly so easily just.
That was not easy. That was
That
That was like-
on the spot there.
come up with something as quickly as possible to avoid suspicion.
All right. All right. So you guys all start to make your way back.
We've
to
met up, I assume.
if you want to say for simplicity's sake, is you guys are all kind of making. I mean, they were already following Casimir, so as you're walking Elamir, you see Casimir and you hear this ominous music being played behind him.
And you hear some.
It's like
I'd
the
like to
zombies
just,
from
like-
Minecraft.
Try to stealthily walk in line with them, just from wherever I was kind of creeping.
Okay. So
Would
you
you
guys,
say our invisibility fades as we approach?
it lasts an hour.
That's
You
an
have
hour, so we have a long time if you really want to be invisible. I mean, Elamir could fly for an hour right now. He could go be Peter Pan for however long he wanted to.
Well, my wings are done. But
Yeah.
what I would like to do if I'm behind Casimir, I want to tap him on his left shoulder. Just tap him like.
So you're invisible and flying, and then
No,
No,
I'm not flying anymore.
He's just
okay, so
invisible.
you're just. So you're wait. So
Casimir or
What I-
Steelstar is invisible.
Yeah,
You know that they're around you.
okay,
You just don't know where exactly, but
okay.
you know.
So I,
that- you
but I
know
do.
they're-
I likely would have figured out it was that.
Yeah, you know they're screwing with you.
Yeah. Oh no!
Um,
Who is that? Oh my gosh! It's a ghost.
So we'll make our way to the Blacktail Lodge. Though.
you guys start making your way toward it, and give me 1 second. Yeah, look some up real quick. Okay. Elamir, as you are walking, you feel quickly. You guys kind of get this spot where it's kind of dark. You're kind of between torches and stuff. You feel this hand kind of like grab you quickly and kind of like slam you against a wall as you just hear this kind of quick like blade move up, and you just feel this blade up against your throat as you turn and you see this figure who you have seen before standing at you is Elwyn from the Blacktail Lodge. And she's just holding this kind of dagger up to your throat. Casimir, go ahead and I'm assuming you probably would have heard this, Casimir. Roll
wait,
a,
who'd she
what's your passive perception?
Grab me.
She grabbed Elamir.
My passive perception is a 13.
Okay. So you don't really hear anything. As
Oh wait,
Elamir,
passive perception 9. My bad. Lower.
you hear less.
Would I have heard something with a 17?
No.
Because we were with
how far-
Casimir.
We are with
Okay.
Casimir.
Well,
What was the height of the window they went out
Elamir-
of again, by the way?
What was that? The
Back
height.
at the house, yeah. How high up was the window? Would my cat have been able to jump out the window and try and run off
Oh, I forgot about your cat.
Your cat's
No,
dead.
they went out the door.
out the door?
But your cat didn't see them go because they were invisible. The only person you saw leave was
Oh,
Elamir.
would it have heard or smelled them going out the window though?
I guess it could have followed their scent. Yeah, they didn't go out the window. They went out the front door.
Oh, they did. Okay, I misheard. My apologies.
And
Yeah.
you keep calling it a cat. It's not a. It's your
a panther.
jaguar, right? Yeah.
Or
Okay.
whatever.
I want to make sure, like, 'cause it's a little cat. It's just
Sorry.
I would
Okay.
I would
the
say
panther.
the panther communicated to you that everyone was gone. Were you just wanting to
Okay.
split at
Did-
that
well,
point?
Did it escape or
Were
was it
you
getting
wanting to
chased?
escape, or were you just?
I would ideally not have to resummon it.
Okay. Go ahead and
so much
where are you
time.
having it escape?
I'd have it just try and lose them in the city before meeting up with me.
But where is it leaving where is it leaving the warehouse? There is a door and there's a hole in the ground to the water. Where was it attempting?
It
to-
would have gone out the door like the others and then just run off.
Okay, then.
But
have
that means
roll-
it would run through everything because we went out invisible. So
Yeah,
they didn't know. It doesn't know that we went out.
And there were.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the cat wouldn't know, but
I don't think it has to breathe, so I guess I could have had it swim. Could I have it swim and just have it have swum after me and just caught up with me after it got to the shore on
sure,
its own
that's
time?
fine. For simplicity.
or fisherman. It's gonna be.
Pull a spirit
Yeah,
panther
even,
out of
like,
the water.
climbing
Oh
for
my
that.
gosh.
It was
Worst
just a
fishing
can of
day
tuna
ever.
floating in the water as the cat bites it.
Chomp. Oh, poor
Uh,
fisherman.
Okay. So my understanding of the way you guys are walking Elamir, you were standing near Casimir, or at least like right behind him, or were you stealthily trying to move behind them?
No, what I meant was I just like followed in line with him. Like,
Yeah,
so
okay. You joined up
like,
next to yeah.
Yeah, without
I'd
saying
say-
anything, I
I'd
just
say-
merged traffic.
Maybe you guys would have seen this happen, probably. But I had done it because there was only Casimir and Elamir, the only people that can be seen. Okay, so you guys hear as this happens, as you just hear Elamir get slammed against the wall, and then the blade comes out. And it's kind of dark at this spot, and he's kind of like pushed into an alleyway. As the person, as Elwyn is holding this up, and she's like, "Give me one good reason why I should not call the guards right now."
And just so that I know, Elwyn was one of the hosts.
She is one of the leaders of the Blacktail Lodge.
Right. And we were kind of going behind their back as far as we knew. Right.
We didn't know.
You don't know. You don't
Well,
know.
we got that
anything.
suspicion because we were pulled to another room.
You guys were suspicious that she didn't know about it, but you don't know that for certain.
Okay. So I will say we were asked to do a job. Sorry, my thoughts are not very coherent.
Keep getting those friggin' Amber Alerts.
I know you're just blowing up. Yeah, I would just say, we were asked to do a job, but even that, there's more to explain if you just give me a chance.
Okay, what is everyone else doing at this point?
Well, if he wasn't gonna say anything, I kind of was gonna play the the mood to know if I wanted to release invisibility or not, to kind of basically just be like, look, you're badly outnumbered here. Like, there's 4 of us and 1 of you at this point.
But you
I
are
would just
doing
be saying, isn't it rude to just?
I'm waiting to read kind of like how they respond.
Okay, so let me say that she's like, let me catch up my notes. She says, "You have just joined our lodge, and you're already involved in some sort of shady illicit activities."
So I'll just say the fact that you are questioning shady activities is actually why we're here. And I'll try to, again, convince her to put her blade down, but I was going to say we heard word of some illegal trade, and we were just trying to figure out who might be behind it. I wouldn't think that, people who respect great hunts and, great animals would want this to happen either. So I think we're on the same side. We just went about it different ways.
Make a persuasion check. I will give you advantage.
+0, sweet. 3.
But you have advantage. Those both of them.
Nope. 11.
Okay. She looks at you and doesn't look entirely convinced, and she's like, "Well, from my point of view, you look quite guilty." And she looks up at looks over at Casimir. He's like, "Where are the rest of your friends?"
I uninvisible. We need to have a talk. Let's do this somewhere where you're not out in the open. We don't want to fight, but if it comes to it, we will have to. But I think we have things that we need to talk about in private.
Yeah, Dungeon Master. Who was the person that gave us this mission? What's his name?
Tehren.
Tehren. As soon as he finishes saying that, we're like, we probably want to talk somewhere where Tehren is not around. If you really want to know what's going on.
Okay. Levy, make a persuasion check.
Since I'm helping him, does he have advantage?
I'm gonna say no because Elamir failed his.
Yeah.
That would be a 26.
Okay.
I'm good at other things.
Not good at persuading. She looks at all of you, kind of like waits for a moment, and then lowers her blade. And it's like, fine. And she thinks for a moment. Let me look at the map real quick.
I'll tell her, like, we probably don't want to go to the Scallywags then. Probably somewhere else.
She's like, I have a habit of not going to the Scallywag's den. Nothing good comes from there.
I can see why now.
She thinks for a moment, and she's like, meet me on the south, or not meet me. She's like, follow me, and she begins to just lead you guys this way, trying to keep looks like a low profile, but she eventually makes her.
Wouldn't Elamir still have pass without a trace on us?
He does, but it only affects the people that were around him when he
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
so
guys-
we're stealthy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
you're-
stealthy.
Okay. Actually, yeah. Everyone, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Hey! Oh wait, I have disadvantage.
13
And I have disadvantage.
Oh yeah, I have disadvantage. So that's
Oh.
20. What am I?
27.
Oh, that's not bad. Ooh,
10.
plus 10.
10. You rolled a
First
10.
roll was a
Yeah.
20. Second roll was a 10. I have disadvantage on stealth check.
But
Well,
you have
you
a
still-
plus. You have a plus 10.
Plus 10.
Oh, 20.
Okay. I was like, you rolled a 0.
28 for me.
Worst can happen.
Okay. What'd you get, Levy and Elamir?
27.
I
Elamir.
got up to 19 with my bonuses.
Okay. Man,
Wait.
get rid of your dice, dude.
Wait, the loudest person on the team is the stealthiest right now?
I mean,
What'd you get? You got a
28 total.
yeah, yeah, you are.
Man, yeah.
Hey,
All right,
I
so
just
you guys.
got almost killed.
He's a little shaken up. All right, so
Yeah.
you guys make your way, continue following her. You make your way outside of town. She leads you kind of over to this kind of a corner, kind of secluded area, and she kind of like looks around and is like, "Please explain yourselves. I'd love to hear your
All
side
right.
of the story."
Give me one
I
second.
look at Levy and I'm like, Levy, you care to explain since you are the one with the brains here?
Yes. Hold on. So I am going to give me 1 minute, and I'm going to cast Lehman's tiny hut in this area to just give us a talking space around us.
Okay. All right.
So after it's
Just 1
cast, just 1 minute, and so I take like a little bead and throw it up, and it starts expanding into this dome around us.
Okay.
And
All right. You're able to cast it, and you guys are now hidden from sight from anybody.
to keep us away from prying eyes. So, first of all, assuming that you are against the activities that have transpired tonight, we are on the same page. And I will continue, just kind of want to hear a response on that.
Just like go on.
We are a group of reporters. We report on everything and anything, and typically we've been doing adventures, and we come from the town of Esserum. We had word of a illicit animal trade going on in Sailport that we were trying to find who the ringleader was and bring them to justice. And so what we have done is we have gone and tried and find work, working for them to figure out the structure of their inner workings and learn what we have to learn.
Before my partner goes on, and I'll cut in momentarily, like, have you ever heard of the Goblin Gazette news report?
She's like, I have heard of it, yes.
That is who we are, and we're only here to find out what's going on. Nothing more and nothing less.
And I'll add, we figured the best way to find animals is to join the group of people who hunt big animals.
And she just thinks over for a moment. Is like, well, it does sound like we are on the same team here then. We want the same things.
And you know, my basically my compatriots, the ones who do the writing, we do plan to keep those who want. So, Levy, help me out here.
Yeah, so basically, if we want someone to have confidentiality, we're not going to publish names. We're not going to be saying like, oh yeah, you did this or this person did that, and this is how we broke into. No. We give kind of the facts of who's right behind the deeds, and stick away from the things that might get someone in trouble by having things revealed.
Basically, the Blacktail Lodge will not be thrown under the bus. Only certain individuals who are doing illicit activities.
No, absolutely. I like the Blacktail Lodge. Like, there's nothing wrong with the lodge themselves. I think it's a great organization, and I'm proud to be a part of it right now.
She's like, well, I wish I could agree with you. It's like, unfortunately, and she seems to kind of like relax at this point. So unfortunately, my brother has been up to some shady business and has done everything he can to block me from knowing or having any information on what he is doing. He has built quite a band of loyal members around him and has basically made it impossible for me to figure out exactly what he's doing. I have heard rumors similar to you, and have been doing my best to try and figure out what is going on. I will not have the lodge, its name, besmirched because of my brother's greed.
Well, I'll put it to you in simple terms. Us four, so far, we've successfully, I want to say successfully, infiltrated this. And if you would allow us to keep doing what we're doing, we could keep digging in deeper to this. And yes, we have to report back. That's what we were doing, but we can also report back to you, letting you know what the next moves are, maybe keep you in the loop of things if you want to keep going through with this.
She says, of course, I want to see an end to put to this. Like I said, it is ruining the name of our lodge, what my father built up because of my brother's greed.
Well, what if we all work together? You can act like you know nothing of what's going on. Meanwhile, we'll keep doing what we're on to keep doing, and we'll just keep filling you in as things progress, letting you know where things take place. Maybe you can just keep record of things, and once we come to the bottom of this, we can just confront people together as a group, if you're okay with that.
She nods and is like, that sounds agreeable. And who gave you this job?
I just gave her the name. What was the name again?
Did you say it? Did I miss it?
Yeah.
Tehren.
Tehren.
Yeah,
Don't worry, Tehren.
Tehren gave us this initial initiation mission.
This mission was to test our
Loyalty.
to know if they could trust us.
She's like, Tehren, of course. This is my brother's lapdog.
Yeah, if he's the one handing us the missions, he's probably your brother's right-hand man right now.
Not necessarily. He could just be a filter, one of the low men on the totem pole that hands out the jobs but doesn't know exactly what's going on.
She's like, if I had to guess, Tehren is shielding my brother, and you would be finding out that my brother is the one leading this whole operation, or at least at the Blacktail Lodge, soon. In order to avoid any complications for him, he's using Tehren as a proxy.
That makes no sense.
I'll look at her and I'm like, well, if things do turn out for the worst, I myself am a man of the law, and if confrontation comes to worst, I can guarantee you that my blade would be at your side if things got to the worst point of things.
It's like, well, fortunately, I don't think that will happen. We do have the law on our side, but I have my suspicions that this is bigger than just my brother. But that is still something that I am trying to figure out. Your mission tonight, I had heard rumors about it, and I was the one that tipped the guard off. Luckily,
Yeah, that made that really difficult, by the way.
she just kind of says, like, well, I guess you've proven that you're capable of escaping a tough situation, and that might help you get in with Tehren and my brother better. I will say, I had tipped the guard off before you all joined the Blacktail Lodge, so it's very possible that that might give you some credibility with Tehren and my brother.
Well, I mean, like I said, as things progress, one of us will try to keep you. We'll try to keep you informed, just so you know we're all on the same side here.
She's like, don't speak with me directly. If you have information you need to pass to me or meet with me, please talk with Gabe or Svenk. Those are the most loyal members of the lodge.
You said Gabe or Sven, correct?
Yes, Gabe was the guy who took the contract when he showed up, and Svenk's the guy that Elamir met.
Gabe is the
Yeah,
halfling.
and-
Yes.
And I'll just
And
add,
Sven is the dark elf, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
and I'll just add, like, Svenk knows my family. It was a great surprise. I didn't know of him at all, but he knows me, so I think he's someone that I can trust as well.
She kind of looks at you like, interesting. He's told me a little bit about the order that he came from. I would love to hear more at some point. But we have business to attend to here.
So how about
All
for
right.
tonight? We act like we never saw each other. We're gonna head back, go back to Tehren, and act like we never talked, and we'll just report to Tehren that the mission was a success.
Yes, make your way back. Report to Tehren that it was a success. If they ask what took so long, say you had to dodge the guards.
Exactly.
Indeed.
And then
If
any
you-
information. Oh, sorry.
If you need to talk to me, please talk to Svenk or Gabe. They will pass anything along, or I would rather us not to be seen speaking.
Of course.
That could cause some issues with your credibility.
Not a problem. We'll let Gabe or Sven know of anything, so they'll just relay that to you then.
And she's like, and please, if it comes to it, my brother is making me quite angry at the things that he is doing. But he is still my brother. I would prefer him not to die.
We will leave that judgment in your hands.
She's like, I appreciate that.
At the end of the day, we just want the truth, and we don't want to kill anyone for it.
Of course. Perhaps when this is all over, we can find a way to not allow this to harm the name of the lodge when you do your reporting.
Of course.
Well, me and my friends were thinking about celebrating a success with passing the tobacco pipe around. Maybe you would care to join us if we succeed on this.
She just kind of like looks at you for a moment and is like, I think I'm good.
I look at Levi and I'm like, you said everybody likes tobacco.
Tried my best. Before she goes, I'll just ask her, like, you know, it seems like we might have seen more of all of this than you have, but any idea what we might have moved tonight?
I have no idea what you might have moved. The only information I have is that, like you said, there's some illicit creature trade being done in the town, and that was recently, a few years ago, made illegal. And so that's all that I really know. Like I said, my brother has done a very good job of ensuring that there's not much information for me to find. So having you on the inside will help a lot.
We'll do what we can.
All right. Go ahead and make your way back. I will stay here and return later.
Okay. I'll dispel the bubble.
Okay. All right.
Otherwise, it's going to be there for 8 hours, and people are going to wonder what the hell's going
No,
on.
I think
Well,
it disappears
dispels
when you
when you
leave.
leave it, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If
the
I
last
leave.
person.
What was that, Cassie?
Or so it disappears if
Once
Levy leaves it?
I leave the bubble, it goes away.
If Levy
Gotcha.
leaves, yeah. Because remember when you guys set it up as a freaking wall at the siege?
It worked.
Couldn't leave.
That was awesome.
All right. So you guys make your way. You dispel the bubble, and make your way back in toward town. Go ahead and make stealth checks if you're trying to be stealthy or just trying to walk in.
I'm trying to be a little stealthier than not, so they
Okay.
don't know where I'm coming from.
Okay.
Is Pass Without a Trace still active?
It's still active. Yeah, it has not been an hour.
Okay.
Got a one.
Damn. Oh wait, disadvantage.
I got a
I would
30.
put, it's probably getting close. Probably getting close, but it's not an hour yet.
I got a 21
17.
total.
Okay. What was the lowest roll?
I rolled a
17.
1. I don't know if you had bonuses to a 1.
You don't.
No, it's a 1 only matters on an attack, I believe.
Yeah, so you would have a 11.
Yeah. The only
Eight.
time
Well,
a natural one
plus
actually
7
makes a
then.
difference is on an attack.
Yeah.
Up to 18.
Or saving throws.
Yeah. If it's just
Okay.
a skill check, it's just, well, you bungled that one unless you have enough modifiers to make it matter.
Which
what'd
I
you get?
do. 18 total.
18? My God, man. Okay.
Oh, one, you got it.
So you have a
Dude.
plus
I rolled
7 on
1,
your
2, and
spell?
3 on the
Cody,
last.
if you were a pro, you would be like, oh, I got a natural 1, so that's like a 30-something.
Dude, I knew on Critical Role, like, when they had passed out a trace, he'd be rolling like a 46, and you're like, are you kidding me?
No, because I remember watching Critical Role, and Leon was like, oh, I rolled a natural 1, so that's a 36 total. And I was like, what?
Well, my modifier's plus 7.
There you go.
It's nuts. All right, so you guys, you're able to make your way back to the Blacktail Lodge. It's pretty late at this point. I believe Tehren said. I'm trying to remember.
He actually said come back the next morning.
Yeah, I think he
come
said
back
wake.
the next day. Yeah.
Yeah, meet with him in the morning.
Can we just go back to our? Oh god, what were we saying?
We were at the Fortunes and Flagons.
Yeah, the
so
Fortune of Flagon.
Steelstar closed out your account or whatever.
I did close out the account because he thought we could have.
You thought you were gonna die fighting a dragon.
But I did say we would return for future business if we
Yeah.
survive.
You can also stay at the lodge. You can do either of those things.
Oh, let's just stay at the lodge.
Yeah.
The lodge has free housing for members.
Yeah, I'm down.
There you go.
That is my. You are speaking my language. Free.
Okay, you guys make your way back to the lodge. The barracks is or whatever. It's basically just off to the left hand side when you guys enter, and it's nothing. It's not like individual rooms, just like rows of just bunks for people to sleep in. So you guys find a bunk to sleep in, and try and sneak in, not too loud.
I immediately take over any available top bunks.
Okay, there you go, top bunk. And you all kind of crawl into your beds and rest for the night, unless you had something else you wanted to do.
I kill Levy in his sleep. No, I don't.
Like the ring wraiths, you just walk up to his bed.
No, I pass out. I'm exhausted after all that.
All right. Yeah, you guys had a busy day. All right.
I polish my loot because goddamn, this loot is amazing.
Yes, it is.
Scott messed up.
He's like, crap.
No, I didn't mess up. That's what was in the table. When I rolled it, that's what it rolled on the table. I didn't give that to you like, oh, he needs a magic weapon. No, that's what it rolled.
Yeah. No,
You're
it's more of just like, wow, this weapon is like.
Yeah, it's a little better than the one that I had. Because the one I had, it was like speak with animals, resistance to poison, and some other random spell, not fly, invisibility, and detect magic.
Dude, you gotta
No,
pick
no,
that
it does
data
not.
and
It's
then-
fly, invisibility, levitate, protection from evil and good, animal friendship, protection from energy, and protection from poison.
How many of those can you cast?
All of them once per day.
That's your pinnacle. That's your pinnacle.
Yeah.
You
it-
don't get
really
a weapon the rest of the. That's your pinnacle
like,
weapon.
okay.
It's funny because I used the this like thing that someone went through and listed out the cost of those items, and the DOS loose was listed as 285,000 gold. And looking at the one that I had, I'm like, that's not worth that much gold. This thing's jacked up.
And
But now that I
you see
know, I'm like, okay, that might be worth that.
it's worth a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
why
wow.
I kind of like, wait, what?
Like I said, man, I didn't give that to you. It was in the gold table or the treasure table, and that's what I rolled.
Hey, you know what? That's a great roll. Thank you. This is gonna be fun.
Honestly, that loot came in clutch tonight.
It did.
Thank you guys for getting this for me. I appreciate it. Because you guys went and dug, Casimir went and dug and found it for us. So,
Going around like a freaking.
Yeah, I have a
metal
bag
figure.
full of dragon stuff.
yeah.
Well, it kind of helped
No,
that
they-
you
they-
gave
oh, yeah,
me
your
the ability
stuff,
to
yeah.
sense magic as a dragon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll look at Elamir. I'm like, Elamir, you still have all those dragon parts that you picked up today or the other day?
It's starting to smell bad.
Yeah.
Maybe Hector can put them to good use for us.
Yeah, as long as we're not wanted in the city tomorrow.
Well,
No one should
As far
have
as
known
I
we were
know-
even there.
No one saw you.
Well, the guards who confronted us outside of it might put
They
two and
might.
two together.
But I
Good.
mean, they saw us on the docks, and that was it. They never saw us inside. They never saw us, so nothing happened.
Okay. All right. So you guys rest for the night. And just trying to see. I think that might be a good place to wrap up this session.
Alrighty.
Woohoo.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scott, honestly, tonight you put us on the spot.
That's my hope.
Oh yeah.
Because I was like, wait. Like as soon as I got invisible, I'm like, wait, can I do this without breaking it? And I'm like, oh, like making me think hard. My brain hurts.
Nice.
That was my intention in the whole time was like, okay, Steel Scar can carry me. We're both invisible.
Yeah, I had a feeling you were thinking that, and I was like, oh, but I was like thinking hard, and that's why I was like I was reaching out like, Levy, where are you?
And then I know Elamir can he's god tier and getting out of crap situations.
I was gonna.
That was
ask
really
a question.
smart just having me swim off.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
if you don't take any other actions, can you take 2 bonus actions in a turn?
You know, you
Yeah.
can only ever take one. You can only ever take one bonus action.
I thought you could lower an action to a bonus action, can't you?
Well, it depends on what you're trying to do.
I was
What
gonna
would you
see
be
if I
taking
could
to do?
Misty Step while I'm ethereal.
So like class action and bonus action.
So the problem is you can't cast 2 spells in a turn. When you cast the ethereal thing, you're actually
Okay.
casting the etherealness spell.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, the only time you
I
can
thought
cast
that
2
might be
spells
some
is if
fishy.
you're doing a spell and then a cantrip.
Yeah. So you cannot make an action into a bonus action.
Yeah, you
Mine's
can't.
the opposite. They're both bonus actions. I want to make one of them an action.
Yeah, you can't.
Okay. It's good to know.
Yeah, I think they did that because like some spells are bonus actions. So you'd be like, bam, bam, like. All right, well, cool. Thank you everyone for joining. It was a little shorter of a session, but it was fun. Seems like a good stopping spot. So thank you everyone for joining the Adventure with Advantage show. We'll be back in 2 weeks. We are hoping, I'm gonna say this, we're hoping to do a Halloween themed session the 30th, but have to make sure everything lines up with the current story that we're in and all of that stuff. So
The 17th we should be fine though, right, folks?
Yeah.
Which is 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
should
At
be.
the moment, I should be good. I have to check on something with my family and and see if they had been setting something up or not.
In the
But I'll
world
let you
of
guys know.
Corona, I don't do anything, so I'm free every night.
But you said that for the 31st we would
30th.
bring it back to the 30th.
It would be the 30th.
Yeah.
31st is Halloween, and I'll have kids stuff on Halloween, so it would be the 30th if we did it.
Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
Awesome.
Why?
Scott, what are you wearing for the 30th?
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to maybe dress up. Forget
Yeah.
about that.
Oh, I mean, I have to search on Amazon for a good costume.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
gonna
have to do
invest
that.
like $1,000 and make cosplay my new hobby. That's what I did with my quarantine.
Become Elamir.
And
paint your
I'll do
stick.
it every session.
Well, folks, make sure you guys follow us on Twitter at AWA_DND. Ian, what's the website they can find us on?
You can go to awadnd.com to find us on Discord and maybe eventually on a website. But yeah, so you can find us on Twitter, Discord, SoundCloud,
We have a Facebook, don't
I
we?
don't think
Twitch,
SoundCloud. We have a
YouTube.
Facebook.
Facebook,
Yeah, it's pretty much on any major
Podbean. That's where our
any-
podcast
yeah,
is.
Podbean. Any podcast library it's on. So
There we go.
We're on Twitter. We're on what? Facebook, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Find us
All
all over the
Instagram,
place.
Twitter, all of this stuff.
everywhere.
After 32
suppose.
episodes, you think we would know all of these by now? But
No, we
We
just
suck.
wing it every
I'm
time.
sorry, guys.
Every
We just suck at remembering things.
we wing it.
I mean, you guys saw I messed up my line.
I need to go back and
messed up my line.
I need to go back and listen because I have it written down what I was supposed to say, and then I went and took what I was supposed to say, and I added it to this session to expect you to say those things. So if I said it wrong or you did it wrong, I'm gonna go back and say
can you give us the proof later? 'Cause
we're gonna
Yeah.
we're gonna retcon it all.
Prove me
You
wrong.
Yeah, I've
Or
done
prove
this
yourself
lot
wrong.
because we were.
All right, well, cool. Thank you everyone for joining us. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
See ya.